Hello, do you remember the movie Catch Me If You Can? Well then keep watching. At a recent internet security event, we had a talk with none other than Frank Abagnale, the man that the movie Catch Me If You Can is all about. What he had to say about internet security and everything, basically, you can hear in this awesome episode.
As I do around the world, I talk about crime in general, embezzlement, fraud, cybercrime. Today is a lot about identity theft. I've written 3 books on the subject. It's an amazing crime, a very simplistic crime. And it's interesting because when I used to come over to Sweden and to Copenhagen, to Great Britain, and talk about identity theft 10 years ago, all I heard was, oh, that would never happen here, that can't happen here. And I said, no, it will happen. And now it's become a very big problem in those countries as well.
In your big heyday when you were younger and you traveled the world, did you ever go to Denmark, maybe Copenhagen?
Oh, certainly I've been to Denmark several times. I'm sure I wrote a number of checks while I was in Denmark, yeah.
Yeah, because I was wondering how easy were we compared to other countries?
They were much more trusting, so they were, you know, they took you, they saw the pilot uniform and you were at the pilot and at the hotel counter and you say, hey, by the way, can you cash a check for me? Oh yeah, no problem, you know, they cash a check, so that was a lot easier.
Perfect. If you grew up in this time, seeing as the internet has come and technology is more advanced, would any of what you did be possible?
Yes, I'd be making not $2.5 million, but $20 million. It's amazing to me, but it's 4,000 times easier to do today what I did almost 50 years ago. So a very quick example, for me to forge checks 50 years ago, I needed a Heidelberg printing press. The press cost $1 million. It was 90 feet long, 18 feet high. I had to build scaffolding on the side of it to operate it. There were color separations, negatives, plates, typesetting. Today I sit down, I open a laptop, I pick a victim, I put their logo up on the corner of the check from their website. I create this beautiful check. We live in a too much information world, so I can call them and say I'm going to wire them money. I need wiring instruction. They tell me where they bank, what their account number is. I ask them for a copy of their annual report. They send it to me. Their signature of the CFO, the treasurer is in the report. I scan it, I put it on the check. And all this is done with equipment I can carry in a backpack. So technology has made all these things much easier than when I did it years ago.
People sitting at home and now getting afraid that they might lose their identity or that it might be abused in some way. What is your suggestion to them? What should they do of the more simplistic kind?
You know, I always recommend to people that to shred everything, because what they think is worthless, oh, nobody could do anything with this, is very valuable to the person who's looking at it that knows what they can do with it. So have a shredder. I like micro-cut shredders. They turn paper into confetti so you can't put it back together again. Crisscross shredders and straight shredders, the criminals know how to put those things back together again. They know the software to use, everything else. So they're about the same price, but just make sure on the box it says micro-cut. Those are the ones you can't put back together again. I tend not to give away a lot of things that have a lot of information about me, so I'm not on Facebook, and if I was on Facebook, I wouldn't be saying where I was born and my date of birth on there, because that's where they're going to go to get your information. So the main thing is to just not give away a lot of information you don't need to give away, because the more information you give away, the more you're losing your identity.
In the soon-to-be-out video game Watch Dogs, hacking is a major deal. And in the game, you can hack anything from traffic lights to other people's cell phone. You can see what sexually transmitted diseases they have and everything like that. Is this close to being maybe something that could happen in the real world?
Well, no, it is happening in the real world. It is a reality. All the things that you just mentioned, a hacker can do today. So, you know, a game like that is just simply saying, hey, this is what's really going on in the world. And that's one of the problems today. We're very fortunate that most people in the world are honest, and because they're honest, they're very, very easily deceived, because they don't think about, they say, well, that can't be, you can't hack a telephone light, a traffic light. They don't realize that you can. Once they understand that they can, they become a little smarter about protecting themselves. So education is a big tool to helping people understand that these things do occur, and if you know about them, then you're better about protecting yourself from being victimized by them.
How secure do you feel right now? Tell us in the comment section below, and also feel free to like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. Bye.